ain't on the surface. And that's just like my faith. No play, no games about grace. Flesh broke, I break this bread. Blood spill, I take this drink. Come to communion. Come to your highness, my spirit is moving. Come be disciple. Lean on his word and never trust idols. Cause the separation out here real. Ain't no God in how you feel. Only way is how you live. By the gospel that he sent. Kingdom here in your mix. Son and man in the mix. Broken body getting fixed. Move the stone from your chest. Put the glow in your spirit. Promises always kept. Promises always kept. I woke up early from a God visit. 9 pillars underneath a mansion. Rooms on top of rooms with a gold room inside a large temple. Jesus said, this my father's house and it's all you when you finish working. Now I don't choose purpose that is earthly. What I got promise ain't on the surface. 9 pillars underneath a mansion at my Abba house. Go to the ceiling, got me feeling like I'm Solomon. Yeah, God. Yeah. I don't even know what time it was, but it's a true story. I woke up early from a God visit. 9 pillars underneath a mansion. Rooms on top of rooms with a gold room inside a large temple. Jesus said, this my father's house and it's all you when you finish working. Now I don't choose purpose that is earthly. What I got promise ain't on the surface. So I gotta guard my eyes now. Fortify and guard my mind now.
Peace, 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 peace. What's going on, y'all? Back again. I told you I was going to do it. If I was wrong, I was going to be wrong, and I was going to let you know I was wrong. I don't have a problem, like some people have a problem, with being wrong. So, what we have here is a situation that is kind of, if you look at it, for what it's worth, in many of these states, most of them are covered in red. But the largest voting blocks are blue. We all know this. We went to civics class. But I want you to look at something that I found very interesting, and I told you guys I was going to revisit this after the election with Virginia. Now, I looked at the actual election results in Virginia, and I see that Joe Biden far outpaced. Well, it wasn't really that big of a gap, but it's a good amount of points on as far as winning Virginia. But when you look at the situation as it concerns the Second Amendment, because again, I told you, if you look at the 2A map and look at the, if you look at the 2A map, you'll be able to see kind of where the voting block was going to go. So we're going to switch over. And right now I have pulled up, this is the Virginia map by counties. Now, I live in Chesterfield County, so my county is actually red. When we look at this map, and you look at the map, the 2A map for the states to stay Second Amendment, the counties to stay Second Amendment safe, you eerily get a picture that's close enough to where we can see, like this county here. And I'm going to go to the, I actually like the New York Times version of this, because you can actually pinpoint counties. So when we look at Charlottesville on this 2A map, guess what? On this one, we have, and I'm trying to pull it up, make it larger. But a lot of these counties were 2A safe, or they had and I'm trying to look for a better picture. Here's the one that I was using last time. But as you can see, some of these counties that are actually looking, if you look at this map here, I like this one. If you look at this map here, and you look at the presidential election map, you can see how identical, almost identical, they are. Because again, like I was saying before, the Second Amendment for Virginia was on the ballot. Now, something that the Democrats sneakily did during I can't remember, it's HR I'm looking for the law. There's a law passed. I'm going to go through my history. But there is a law that was passed here in Virginia this year that I didn't know about it. And what it did was it allowed for Virginia to give away their 13 votes to the actual national vote. So whoever won the popular vote actually wins Virginia. So Virginia was actually polling very high. Was polling very high on Twitter, as well as some of the chat rooms that I was in. They were polling very high. And I'm looking for it, so I apologize if I'm stuttering. But Virginia was polling high because people weren't understanding how it was that Virginia was already blue at 7 p.m. And one of the things was the Associated Press had already given the popular vote to Joe Biden. And when you give the popular vote to Joe Biden, he automatically, and I found it, HB 177, he automatically gets the electoral college votes. So again, I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. Normally I'm not. I'm mostly prepared, but I wanted to show you guys this. Presidential electors national popular vote compact. Now this was in the 2020 session. Yes, I was wrong. But as it concerns how we already give the vote for Virginia was already stolen. It was already stolen before we even got a chance. Before we even got a chance, the vote for Virginia was already stolen. Now, am I saying there was a lot of cheating going on? No. Because by law, regardless if Trump would have won in Virginia, he would have lost in Virginia given the popular vote, or which direction they are saying that the popular vote would go. So, in a way, I was not wrong. Again, the way that the 2A counties went, and the way that it actually is seen here on this map, it is so eerily close. So eerily close, you can already tell the barometer of what the next gubernatorial race is going to be like. I do think the gubernatorial race for the because we got a clean race next year. In 2021, Virginia has a very clean race. So our governor seat is up for grabs. And I do highly think that the Republicans are going to win because the Democrats have outworn their welcome in Virginia. Now, when you look at a lot of the other maps, and I want to go to this, I want to go to the actual polling for for the entire United States, right? And I want to show you how red the United States actually is. Look at New York. Look at Pennsylvania. Look at Michigan. Look at Wisconsin. Look at Minnesota. Even though the main centers of the United States are blue, majority of the country is Republican. Majority of the country is Republican. There are places on this map that should not be red, but they are. Donald Trump, in his loss, if he loses, because we still have to contest it in the courts, we still have these mail-in ballots that they're coming up with that they say, oh, it don't have a stamp on it. We just found some votes. Anybody could have put that vote in. That's crazy. But again, like I was saying, majority of the country is Republican. Majority of the country is Republican. So we're going to have, even if Donald Trump loses, guess what? The Democrats are going to lose in their next elections. I guarantee it. I guarantee that the Republicans are going to have a red wave coming back after this that you're not going to believe. And it's solely because of these smaller counties voting. Gubernatorial races are going to flip like they did because some of the seats that turned Republican, some of the states didn't vote for Donald Trump, but at the same time, they do have senators, both in the House and the Senate. They actually voted for a Republican. How do you think the gubernatorial races are going to go? So the power shift, because the Democrats this entire election cycle have been saying, oh, we're going to have what did they say? We're going to have a trifecta. Well, according to what's going on, no, they are not. They're not going to have full control of everything. So whatever they gain, they still made losses. Even if they lose a Republican president, they may lose the power to run government the way that they want to because of the House and the Senate. That's the beauty of America, checks and balances. That is the beauty of America, checks and balances. Yeah, I was wrong in California, but they called California as soon as the polls opened up. But again, let's look at this. Look how much of California is red on this map. Only with 64% reporting. Do not get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. Losing a figurehead is not the end of the war. You can lose a colonel, and the soldiers will still march. They'll just promote someone else. Donald Trump did not lie. He won on election day. It is what it is. Peace and blessings.